Ennuanom ne adɔfo me ma wakɔ ababa me dwumadie so ene dwuma ye bedi ho nkɔmɔ ne sɛ matɔ efidie bi a yɛde twa mfoni a mepɛ sɛ meda na di kyerɛ mo na mepɛ sɛ me kyerɛ mo sɛ bro, what are you doing? Come on, man. Nobody understand what you're saying. What's up, guys? Hope you're all having an amazing day. Welcome back to the channel. That guy, forget about him. He's crazy. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about something that I have been thinking about whether or if I should do it or not, but I've been getting a lot of DMs in my Instagram that made me decide to do it. People have been asking me, hey, what do you think about it? Ever since you got it, what do you think? I've said it several times. I don't really like trying to review cameras on here because I'm not that technical person, but hey, I'm going to try to give my honest opinion on this because again, it's not to review it for other people to decide whether or if they want to buy it or not. I'm just going to tell you guys my opinion on it ever since I've got it. So what we're going to be talking about today is the Fuji GSW680. Now, compared to my head, this camera is really big. And first, let me tell you why I got this camera. I have a trip coming up in few months. I'm going to Ghana, and I have been really thinking about the weight of my cameras and the weight of stuff that I'll be taking. So I thought about bringing or finding something that is not too heavy, not too expensive, that I can bring along, and one will just cut down the amount of weight that I'll be having to carry, and then also just bring a body that I can, even though I will have either my Pentas or my RB, I can have a second body that it'll be like a backup. So initially, I was looking at the Mamiya 7 and just didn't even move forward with it because we all know how much expensive that camera is. So then I stumbled upon the Fuji GS680, which I never knew it existed. And ever since I found it, initially I thought it was not gonna be this huge. I mean, I knew the 690 is big because I've seen one in real life. So when I thought about the 680, I didn't know they were going to be similar. But yeah, as you can see, this camera is huge. So I went on eBay, which I never bought. I've never bought anything on eBay, but I always go there to check the prices of stuff. I went on eBay, searched for Fuji GSW680, and oh boy, few came up, none in the US. All of the ones that popped up were none in the US. The few that popped up were all in Japan, which also one of the reasons why I cannot buy on eBay, because I don't know if I have the patience to wait. I know I've also seen and heard people be like, when you buy stuff on eBay that comes from Japan, it's like 2 days and you receive it. Anyway, I have just weird feeling about buying stuff on eBay. Let's just leave it like that. But most of the ones that were coming up were the 65 millimeter. Initially, I wanted the one with 90, which is equivalent to, on a 6.8, which is equivalent to like 40. Yeah, kind of like that. But most of the ones that were coming up were the ones with the 65 millimeter, and I didn't buy that. Like, I didn't agree to the fact that that is what I wanted. But the ones with the 90 millimeter lens is really expensive. It's around like 12, 13, 1400 on eBay, and again, all from Japan. I contacted one guy and tried to see if he could bring the price down, but he wasn't gonna do that, and I didn't want to spend that much money to do that. So what I did was I sold my Konica XR. Yes, I did. About I didn't buy it, but the person that bought it did a trade with me. So I got a new camera that I'll be sharing with you guys later, but let's put that aside. Now, I put on my Instagram story that I was looking for one of these cameras. Somebody DM'd me and told me that there is someone in Seattle that they've posted on Craigslist that they are selling their camera. He sent me the link. I quickly went on that and DM'd the person, like messaged the person, but unfortunately it was the 65. And so I thought about it for a minute and I decided to go with it because anytime I do any shoot, and then like from the shoot with Malik, excuse me, that of the Mystery Man, when we were shooting in the shower, I was like, man, I wish I had a wide angle lens. Like anytime I do any shoot, I'm like, I wish I had a wide angle lens. But also I'm somebody who don't really like to have two lenses for a body. So after thinking about it and realizing that, I'm like, okay, let me just go with this. If it comes and it's too wide for my liking, nowadays it's very easy to sell film cameras, so I'm just gonna sell it if it comes and I don't like it. But yeah, I'm glad I went with it because I have a few sample photos that I want to share with you guys. I did some portraits in the studio that I did with it. I went to the zoo with the family. I took some photos that I really liked. I was surprised how good they turned out. Like not from the camera, just like the photo itself, the scenes that I was photographing. I wasn't expecting them to be that good. I even ended up printing them, so I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, I like this camera. There is just a few things about it that I don't like, and then there are some things about it that I do like. So first, let's talk about the things that I do like. I like that they have the inbuilt lens hood, that it's not like you have to, it's like an extra thing you have to carry. I love the fact that it is like retractable, if that is the word to use. Like it goes in and then it comes out if you want it. I like that they have this level up here, and so when you are taking photos you will know whether you are straight or not. I love that. I love that they have this, even though we don't have all of these 4 exposures and 220. I mean, there is still 220, but I've never shot it. I'm never gonna shoot it, but if there was, it is very nice that they have this. One other thing, because I shoot in the studio a lot or with strobes a lot, I love that it has a hot shoe that I can just put my flash on here and then take the photos, or my trigger on here, and take the photos. This is honestly one of my favorite things, that the sync port that they put here, the cap that goes on it has a spring in it that you just push it and then just slide it in, just like that. You don't have to take it out and put it somewhere and lose it and just like be yourself where you put it. Keep looking for that little tiny black pocket thing. So yeah, I really like that they have it that way, so that also it's like, it looks like it's very like tight on it, and so there's not going to be a lot of dust that is going to go through. Even though I like that they have this here, they really thought about it because of how big the camera is. When you put it to your face, your hands reach right here, but I never use it because I always shoot like this. I don't ever shoot like this. I've never even hold a camera like this. I always hold it like this. Very easy, very compact to shoot. Yeah, those are the things that I really like. Now talking about the things that I do not like, the viewfinder, the screen right here, it's not that bright. It can be a little too like dim, especially when you're using it in the studio. Sometimes what I realized was the focusing patch, the rangefinder focusing patch sometimes will like disappear, and I don't know where they go, but they disappear for a little bit and then they will come back. It's very frustrating, especially when you are in a shoot and you are really into it. This is just a minor, just picking on the camera, but I wish you could just advance this once and it will take you to the next frame instead of doing like 1.5. It's kind of like 1.25, because when I was shooting it, I mean, I'm new to it. I know I'll get used to it if I keep shooting, but when I did wind, sometimes I will forget that I have to do it again, and I will go to take a photo. I'm like, oh man, I have to do it again. So that is one other thing that is a little frustrating. Now, I talked about how much I like the fact that they have this lens hood on that you can pull and push, but also I don't like it in a way, because once you do that, it covers your aperture and shutter speed because they are just right on the lens. And so anytime you are going to take a photo and you don't have it out like this and you have to change your settings, then that means you will have to pull it back again and then do it, which is another step that you always have to keep reminding yourself. So I think the easiest way is anytime you are out shooting, or if you are going to be shooting, you just pull it out and don't take it back down until you are done with your shooting. I know we are on the cons, but I just remember this one thing: the focus draw is not also, it's very short, which is really good. I like it that way. I like that you don't have to go so many, like if you use the Pentax 6.7, you know what I'm talking about. You have to go about 2 or 3 turns to go from the minimum distance to infinity. To open the back, you just push this down, open. Oh my god, I have film in it. I'm just joking. Anyway, very easy. You just push this and then it pulls it down. It's not like the Pentax 6.7 that I was struggling to load the film. I like the 6x8 negative. As you guys know, I have an RB with a 6x8 back, so I'm already used to the 6x8 negative, which is something I like. I don't like the 6.9. That is why I didn't go. I never thought about getting that camera, because the 3:2 ratio is just, I don't know. I don't like it. I like 6.6, 6.7, and 6.8. That's where I can go. So this is the Fuji camera that nobody's actually really talking about. It's not that popular, but also it's very rare to find, like really rare to find. If you really want to buy one, you either have to buy it from Japan, or nobody's selling them in the US. At least if there is somebody out there doing, I don't know of. And you could say, hey, why are you going through so many cameras? Well, I'm trying to find the best gear for me to take on this trip, and one that I can just pull out and use without even thinking about it, without having to, like, you know, pick on and say, oh, this I wish, or I wish this, or I wish that. So the goal is to use this mostly for like environmental portraits once I'm out there in Ghana. Here, if I'm back to the state, or whilst I'm here, I'm going to be using it for like in situations where I wish I had a wide angle lens or something like that. So yeah, that is all I can say about this camera. So far, I like it. I enjoy it. It's not going to be my go-to because it has like the special lens. Like I said, it's for some specific photos that I'll be taking. But yeah, there is another interesting thing that I have bought that I'll share with you guys. I will have to decide. It's basically something that I already own, but I have to decide the one that it's already on its way and the one that I have, which one I'm going to keep. So it's going to be something that I'll share with you guys. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy me rambling and just really being technical this time. And I'm surprised really how it might not be the best, but I'm really proud of myself, to be honest. So yeah, here are the sample photos and then also the prints that I made. I hope you enjoy. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate everyone that has been watching the videos. Like I say, we've not been getting the views, but it's good. It's better than 0, it's better than 5, it's better than 10. So if you are watching this for the first time and if not subscribed, please do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button if you like the video, and if you like the videos I have on here. Follow me on my Instagram, Edmund K. Boateng. Come say hi on there. I'm also a co-creator of Restore from Backup. So if you want your photo to be seen by a lot of other photographers and come join a really cool community, come follow Restore from Backup. And I'll see you guys in the next video. But until then, you know what I'm gonna say. Hit the street, be safe out there. Create some beautiful photos and share with us all. And you don't forget, always create to inspire.
A few moments later.
Okwana. Oko. Eh, share na man subscribe one man the channel ni da. Wanya de one. Share na man subscribe. Mo subscribe wa mo be ma waste mo time kwa. Chia. Me call bye bye.